Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. One of the greatest Christmas songs ever. Run DMC. Love it. We got another College Basketball Weekly powered by the Full Court Network. Luke Taylor here, back with my guy Sammy D. We were off last week because of some just other stuff going on, but we're back this week for a nice little Christmas edition episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, whether you follow us on Twitter or X going to give it to you, Instagram. Follow us on our Facebook page, I guess, but more importantly, subscribe to our Full Court Network YouTube channel. But, we talked about Kentucky last week, and there was a lot of blaring signs. We both said, there's no worry. Won 3 games, thumped Indiana 72-60. Mo Diambati came back, went 14-12. Then they just beat St. John's by 12. Jalen Lowe was back, but you know what? Jaden Quintus played 17 minutes, 10 points, 8 rebounds against the Johnnies to beat them. There was no cause for concern with Kentucky. They just need to get a couple guys back and healthy, and they're going to be in the right direction.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, we said 2 weeks ago is hold on, Kentucky Wildcat fans. It's beginning of season. It's like, you got great recruiting class, Coach Pope's second year, dropped out of the top 25 in early December after a couple losses, now they're back. And, Ken Palm, number 18, they've got a top 15 ranked defense. Obviously, the win that you said against St. John's, huge turning point for their season, great time. I thought it was kind of a masterclass of when and how to bring back a star player, right? What a great kind of debut for sophomore Jaden Quintus, and to start against, or to begin his
play. Yeah, to play. Yeah, he didn't start yet
against St. John's.
Yep.
So I think they'll be fine going into SEC play. I do think the key is staying healthy. We've seen how vulnerable they can be with a couple injuries. So I think if they can stay healthy throughout the SEC, they'll stay within the top 20. Opportunities to break into the top 15, top 10 if they can get a couple upset wins here. And anything can go. Anybody there's like 8 or 9 teams who can win the SEC.
Yeah, so, Vanderbilt still.
Exactly. And Kentucky's one of those teams. So don't count them out.
Yeah. Tulsa,
Eric Conkle. How about that?
11-1. Shout out to his wife who follows us on Instagram.
Yes.
We love the Conkle family. 11-1, 8-game winning streak. 82-81. They go into Western Kentucky and get the win. Miles Barnstable hits the clutch. I mean, I don't know how you draw that up.
Great play by Conkle. Great.
But some said it was an illegal screen or he traveled.
Well, I'm saying it's an illegal screen. I don't think it's. Tyler Barron set the screen. Very physical screen. Didn't really give the defender a chance to kind of get around him. But at the end of the day, they made the referee. They gave the referee the chance to blow the whistle. And that's really what you want to see early in the season and throughout the season. In tight games like this, you don't want to leave it up by chance or anything like that. He made sure his teammate was open. Referee did not blow the whistle. And, Miles Barnstable knocked down the 3. So, we can talk all day about how to draw that play up, which was incredible. But the execution by the Tulsa players was even more impressive because that's the hard thing. Hard fought 82-81 road victory.
In Western Kentucky,
they're a great team.
Coach Hank, they're a great
exactly.
team.
And so now Tulsa's 11-1. One non-conference game to play. They've won 8 in a row now. This game against Western Kentucky, they saw 13 lead changes, and Tulsa never led at any point by more than 3 points. That is Conkle has this team locked in these close games. And I love to see that. What a great coach. But again, it's we can talk all day about the coaches, but the execution by the players for what Conkle drew up, that's what impressed me the most.
Yeah. What do you think about Utah State's 100-58 win against Colorado State?
Living in Fort Collins, I don't like it.
No.
But, that was a statement piece by Utah State, that's for sure.
Jeez, Coach Calhoun, yikes.
Yeah, Coach Calhoun is one of the best coaches in the country. I hope he stays at Utah State for the long haul. Utah State deserves him there. I don't know if that's going to happen. He's going to be a hot name. He's going to be a hot commodity for as long as he's coaching.
Yep.
And so wish him the best. I wish Utah State the best. They deserve a great coach, what they've gone through.
The herd, baby, the herd.
And to have that kind of dominant performance. I mean, Colorado State fell early in the game with some unfortunate injuries, which, that was disappointing for Coach Farak Manash and CSU, that they weren't able to kind of find their way back after they got those injuries early in the game. It's not what you want to see. You want to be able to see a team figure it out, and they just never figured it out throughout the game. And once Utah State put the knee on the throat, they just did not let up one bit.
And MJ Collins Jr. is just a stud. He's averaging 20.1 points a game, and then Mason Falsloff probably, averaging just under 15. I mean, Utah State's looking good.
Absolutely. Like I said, statement piece by Coach Calhoun in Utah State as they enter the Mountain West Conference.
You know who's been out also talking about Mountain West? Two teams that have really impressed me is Nevada, 9-3, 5-game winning streak. But Eric Olean, I mean, 10-2. They've 7-game win streak, beat Mississippi State, beat Santa Clara, who's really good, and VCU. Jake Hall, a freshman, averaging 14.5 points per game. I mean, people were worried that there was going to be a little bit of a drop off after Coach Pitino left to Xavier, but man, Coach Olean coming from UC San Diego. I think everyone's saying this is like a down year for the Mountain West. I think they're kind of, I think there's definitely a media bias with the Mountain West, with the breakup that's going to happen at the end of this year. I think Mountain West is as strong as it's been the last 3 or 4 years, and that's saying something. I mean, look at Wyoming. I mean, look at San Diego State. They're kind of struggling, but
you've got 6 or 7 teams in like the top 90 right now, rankings, and it's like, I mean, they're right up there just as they have been in the past. You'll see 2 or 3 teams kind of sneak in and out of the top 25, top 30 as the season progresses. I think earlier this season I predicted like they'd get 3 teams in the NCAA tournament. I think they're up now. I think they're a 4-bid team.
Or 4-bid league, you mean? Yeah. I mean, Boise State. Did I tell you, I did a thing on Leon Rice. One of the reporters or someone on the commentator said that Leon Rice, one of the funniest guys in basketball. And he liked it. He liked it on Twitter because we've had him. I love Leon Rice. He is, if you want to see a coach or guy wear down officials, it's Leon Rice. I mean, we saw it in the flesh last year. It's awesome. He's such a good dude. I really like him. If you can
see a Boise State game in the flesh, in person, go to it, because that is, you're watching a coach who knows what he's doing, and it's stuff you won't see on TV. Just how much he's chirping in the referee's ears, like how he plays it, his coaching staff. I mean, it's they know what they're doing. I'll put it that way. And like you shared some stats last season where it's when you do it the right way, it favors them. When you don't get all those fouls called on you.
So one team I want to talk about, then we're going to do a little LT's mid-major minutes. This is going to be kind of a shorter episode. And it's just they're just coming out of nowhere. Is the California knows how to party, the Golden Bears.
Mark Madsen knows
12-1. And it's funny, Mark Mad Dog Madsen, I saw him play at Stanford. I even saw him play in high school. I think he played for Mater Day. No, he didn't play for Mater Day.
No.
Who did he play for? I saw him play in high school. And it's like they beat UCLA. They lost to Kansas State. Day Ames, 17.4 points a game. Justin Pippen.
Yeah, baby.
From Michigan, legendary son of Scottie Pippen. But Madsen, 12-1. I mean, can they keep this going?
I don't know. I mean, they're about to go into a pretty tough ACC schedule here against like Louisville. And they got Notre Dame, which I think they should be beating Notre Dame in that game. And then they
just beat Notre Dame. Who just beat Notre Dame? Shout out to Purdue Fort Wayne, right? Coach Kaufman.
I know. How about that? Talk about that upset. But I mean, three of the first 4 games in the ACC are against Louisville, Virginia, Duke. True test of what Madsen and the Golden Bears can do. But props to them, man. Breakout season for them. Their most recent. I mean, they're off to their best start in 66 years, since 1959. Was the last time this program started, 11-1. and they reached the national championship game that season. How about that? They're starting to receive votes in the AP top 25, so they're starting to get some respect. They got an 11-0 record at Haas Pavilion at home, 9-game winning streak. They've got a team, and it was like one of those rosters that was put together, and I didn't think too much of it. Especially some of the guys who came in from the transfer portal, but it does show you that when the right guys come from the transfer portal and the right system and the right coach, you see elite performance, and that's what you're seeing out of these California Golden Bears. They're going to be sneaky good in the ACC.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think you're seeing the ACC just really improve throughout the season overall. So,
yep.
Shout out. So I think we should do some LT's mid-major
minutes. Let's hear it. Drink some water, clear the throat, clear the palate. Let's.
Yeah, I'm a little bit stuffy.
I know.
So how much time you think today?
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
All right, you ready? I'm ready for you. Put me on the clock.
All right, go.
Chris Victor is getting it done. I know they played tonight, which we're obviously airing the next day. Chris Victor, Seattle U Redhawks are hot. 10-2 winners, win of 5-game win streak. Wins against at Stanford, just beat Washington 70-66. Braden Maldonado making it down, getting it done. 16 points per game. Chris Victor, 5th season, 20 win seasons. They're getting it done. We're going to go to Georgia. Georgia is always on my mind. Georgia's shutting the Eagles, 10-5 winners of 7 games in a row, 2-0 in the Sun Belt. They just beat Saturday James Madison, 96-92 overtime. They're led by Spud Webb with 2 Ds, 6'4", 16.4 points per game. Coach Charlie Henry in his 3rd season, 9-24 last year, or 2 years ago, then 17-16. They're 10-5. Watch out for the Eagles at Georgia Southern. Lindenwood Lions, winners at 6-game, 2-0 in the Ohio Valley, 8-4. Kyle Gerdeman is going to be the Chick-fil-A Player of the Year. The dude loves Chick-fil-A. Jadis Jones, 16.1, 7.8 rebounds per game. A sophomore. The key is he came back from last year. He's getting it done for the Lions. They were 15-16, 10-10 last year. They are already 8-4. Murray State, the Pacers. You might have watched them, a 115-100 win against Akron. Man, Coach Miller, Ryan Miller, first year, Creighton disciples, Coach McDermott disciple. They just beat Drake and Valpo. Obviously beat Akron. They are 10-3 winners of 6 games in a row. Javen Jackson, 16 points per game. Fred King, 12.5, 8.5 rebounds. Man, Ryan Miller is a guy to watch in the Missouri Valley and nationally. And you can't forget about Howard. The Bisons, 9-5, winners of 5 games in MEAC. Bryce Harris, 19.8 points per game, 7.2 rebounds. Just beat UNCW at UNC, 67-66. Kenny Blakeney, former Duke player, 7th year, 12-20 last year. Man, they are on fire. They made it into the tournament 2 years before that, and the year before that. You got to watch out for the Howard Bisons. And that's all I got, man. 5 teams. How long was that? LT's mid-major maze. I stumbled a little bit.
You're good. You're good. 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yeah, I struggled today.
That's all right.
It was rough. I'm still clearing my throat.
Shout out with the Lindenwood Lions. Shout out to Jason Kumar. What he's doing over there as the athletic director at Lindenwood. It's incredibly impressive. You mentioned the basketball team. They've also bounced into like the rankings for hockey and they're what he's doing over there. It's going to be an athletic program to watch the next 10 years as they grow.
Yeah, and I love I love that he's stuck with Gerdeman. I mean, they moved from Division II to Division I. Had a couple tough years, but great coach, great dude. We need to get him on a full episode again. But I'm cheering for the Lions, and it's a great school, isn't it? I mean, you're familiar with it being from Missouri.
It's a good school. I mean, great St. Louis program. You've got SLU right down the road, and now you've got Lindenwood there as well as kind of the second D1 program there. But it's what Lindenwood's doing with their entire athletic program and who they're bringing in for football games, for quote unquote buy games and things like that. And they're putting together something that's going to be. It's going to be a nice little blueprint to follow of how a program can go into D1 the first 3-5 years and do it the right way. And I think you're seeing that with Lindenwood.
Yeah. Talking about Jason Kumar, McGee's closed.
I know, I saw that. It's crazy, huh?
It's sad. I used to wear my DePaul sweatpants there all the time. My kids have been there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I don't know if all three of them, we've had lunch and stuff there. So, yeah, an institution right near DePaul University, McGee's, is closed. Why did it close?
Nobody really knows. But the business is for sale right now, and we'll see what it turns into. I think they're looking at new concepts there. But we'll see. Yeah. But it's the holidays, Luke, and if you're Santa, who's on your nice or naughty list?
Nobody.
Nobody? You don't have anybody?
No one like you.
Nobody? No. If you were going to be, if you were going to play Santa and deliver presents to some coaches around the country.
And why are you putting me on the spot? You know, it's like my kids. My kids are trying to get me Christmas presents. Dad, what's your 3 favorite college teams? I don't have any. What 3 would you pick? I'm not going to offend people.
Whoever's on the show this week, how about that?
But then I need 2 more. That's the problem. I know when to say. There's a ton of teams I like, and
I hear you.
I think, I think if you look at all the teams and coaches we've had and players, I hope all great things for them. I feel like, some teams are struggling, some teams are on fire. It's just, but I will tell you, so far, I guess we're past the non-conference schedule almost, and it's been interesting, very interesting, surprising to some. There's been some wins and losses that are just kind of head scratching, but there's been some great freaking games. There's been some great drama. I do not like this, and I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't like when a guy's like 26 and playing pro and coming back in. You're hearing more and more about that. Yeah. I think that's stupid.
Got to put some handcuffs on what's going on with college sports right now. But it's, we're seeing a lot of cool stuff. I love what's happening in Nebraska. It's like with what Fred, the mayor Hoiberg's doing there, and just kind of bringing that mayor mentality to Nebraska. He's got this team 11-0, ranked 15th in the country. Like, they're selling out Pinnacle Bank Arena. I'm hearing rumors from Midwest friends that Pinnacle Bank Arena is like the place to go watch games right now. Like, the energy is just electric. They're doing block parties out there now prior to games. Nebraska athletic Cornhusker fans are some of the best in the country, right? But it's always been a football program, right? And now you've got a top 15, top 20 team, 11-0. Really good wins so far. They haven't really had a cupcake schedule. They won the games they were supposed to, and then they upset teams too. So I love what Fred Hoiberg's doing there now. So
I'm excited about them. I'm excited to watch some more games of them. I'm excited to see them.
It's going to be fun to get into conference, and it's going to some of these teams that are surprising us. How are they going to look when they've got to play 3 or 4 or 5 tough games in a row in a matter of 2.5 weeks?
And now all the bloodbaths begin in conference, because
it's crazy.
For a lot of these conferences, it's all one bid, and it's just dog eat dog kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching 2 games this Sunday. That's for sure. It's, Northern Colorado Bears with Coach Smiley going down to Boulder, playing Colorado Buffaloes. Both teams are playing really well early in the season. I think this could be the year that Northern Colorado beats Colorado.
Really?
And that's they've kind of created a nice little in-state rivalry, And then the second game, as you mentioned, going into conference, Seattle and San Francisco. It's Seattle's first WCC game of their life, and we love Coach G at San Francisco and what he does there. The Dons are coming off a pretty dominant 94-64 blowout over Morgan State, and they've already beaten Minnesota and Mississippi State this year. And Seattle's hot. You mentioned Seattle in your mid-major minutes. That game's on Sunday night, and that's going to be a great game to watch as the WCC kicks off.
Yep. Well, Sammy, I think that's good, man. I'll be watching those too, and there's some other games I'm going to watch. But we really appreciate everything. If you want to give us a happy Hanukkah present or Christmas present or happy Kwanzaa present, give us a 5-star review. Nothing says I love you like a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, Spotify.
Gotta put that on a shirt.
A thumbs up or a subscribe on our YouTube page. But we really appreciate it. We'll be back next week with another College Basketball Weekly. Full Court Press will probably take another week off this week and the next week, just because of out of respect out of coaches. It's just too
let the
much going on.
coaches celebrate and relax with their families.
Yeah. The world's not going to change, and our checkbooks aren't going to really change either because of it. So we'll be back on the new year for the Full Court Press, the College Basketball Coaches Show. But we'll be back next week on the College Basketball Weekly, powered by the Full Court Network.
Let's get it.